Okay, so I started the recording a bit late, but basically I'm at Everest Harbour, and I managed to find a MSR, Mercury Star Runner, which was parked here on Hangar 7, and it had his ramp down. So I managed to sneak in. There was one guy who was just wearing basically a white beacon suit. As you can see here, he's going into the cockpit, and then I was just waiting and hiding in the bay where there's basically just an empty room right on the left of the ramp, whereby it's sort of supposed to be like where all the ship's systems are stored or something like that, but they really don't do anything, so it's just basically an empty room, and it's on the left once you head up the ramp. So here I am in third person view, just scrolling around, turning around just to see when they are ready to lift off. And then here I spotted there was another guy. He's wearing a yellowish brown armor, so we are already confirmed that there are two of them, and they have already opened the hangar doors, so they are ready to take off. Then here we go, he closes the ramp, and here I am still inside that little space. And the funny thing about it is that because the door opens right when you get near it, so there was once or twice which it actually opened and stayed open, and I was really afraid because I could see shadows of people walking past it, but no one noticed that no one questioned why the door was open, right? It shouldn't be open, but they totally ignored it. So that gave me already a bit of a hint or a clue that these guys must be new. More so since, as you can see here, they are having trouble getting the ship out of the hangar. I'm going to third person view again, just in case they noticed something and decided to land the ship, but actually they are lifting off quite badly, but they do manage to. So here they go out of space, out of Everest Harbour. I have really no idea where they are going at this point, and I'm still just waiting in this basically tech room, engineering room, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just testing to see whether I can equip my gun. Yes, I can. I'm still quite afraid because you can't see outside this door, and the ramp is now closed, so I can't look in either. So we already know that there was a guy in a white beacon suit, as well as a guy in a brownish yellow suit, right? So here we go, we are trying to open the door for the first time just because we have to get out. By this time I've already heard that they have gone quantum, so we are definitely halfway onto some place, so that should be relatively safe. I know I need to get up here because when I was in third person I did see them all move towards this left and seem to go up a level, but here I am, first time in a MSR, and my heart is pumping. I'm really scared. Adrenaline is rushing through my veins. So I just couldn't figure out how to get up. So here I'm looking around. I thought, where's the button? It looks like a ladder, but it's not. That yellow thing is not the button either. I'm trying to look up. Yes, I can see it's up there. There's an elevator of some kind, but where's the button? And I finally saw it. I'm such a noob. And I brought the elevator down. Here I'm again really afraid because I'm not sure whether they heard it. I'm not sure whether there's someone waiting behind the doors. Here I'm looking around again because I'm not sure whether there was a secondary door. Here I am supposedly in the corridor, the server room. Nope, scanning, nope. I'm trying to just see where it is more likely that these two guys are, right? And so far I don't want to turn on my flashlight either in case they notice, and I see the bridge, and suddenly there's the white guy. So he wasn't in a beacon suit, he was actually armored up in his white armor, but it looked like a beacon suit at that point in time when I had a quick glance. And then there was his other pilot. He's a black shirt guy, so that's not the brown one. So the brown one is somewhere, right? So I've knocked out both of these guys. The one in black, that was a surprise, didn't know he was there. I'm just going to quickly go to the bridge to make sure, but I double back just in case someone sneaks up behind me. Nope, no one in the cabin, no one in the sleeping quarters. I know there's the brown shirt guy somewhere at this point. And you'll see that I don't even have I don't even have rounds in my clip, right? Because here I am, adrenaline rushing. I'm really pumped up, and I wasn't even looking that I had no ammo. I opened the door. Thankfully, there was no one there. Otherwise, I would be dead. And as you can see, you see the 12 meters thing. It means one of them is still alive. He's incapacitated, but he's alive. So I finally realized that I have no ammo. I give him a shot just to knock him out for good in case he's giving information to his friend. Shoot the black guy as well, the black suited guy, just in case he was not fully dead. And if you'll notice that the white shirt guy, he came up to me, right? But hang on. We'll go through that in a bit. Hang on. I opened the door. Holy crap, the brown suited guy is right there. And we shoot each other. Miraculously, I survived. He gets knocked down, still alive though. Now he's totally dead. You can see that he left the channel. He's gone. So now I suspect we are alone. I'm down to 66 health. Something glitches out here. I can't get my med pen for some reason. The med pen that I equipped before boarding has somehow disappeared from the wheel. But anyway, I was mentioning about the white suited guy, right? He came with me with fists because later on, upon inspection of his body, he actually had no gun. He really had no gun. And actually another reason why I sort of felt that these guys were probably relatively new at this is because once they launched, I'm not sure whether you saw it, whether you remember, when I was in third person view looking at the ship from the outside, at one point they were actually firing their guns, test firing their guns. And if you pilot the ship often enough or long enough, you stop doing that, right? You don't test fire your guns anymore. You know they shoot all the time. Unless this is your first time, you're probably, first time as a pilot, I'm just going to see how it shoots, right? So that again gave me a clue that these guys were probably new. So that helped, definitely. I'm just double checking just in case there was a fourth guy, because I thought there were two, right? And ended up being three guys. And here I am still looking for my med pens. I have some equipped on me, but they just don't work. I tried pulling them out, putting them in my hand. It didn't work. Something glitched out over there. So never mind. I figured I'm just going to stand here. If they haven't come for me, it's most likely that's all they have. They had only 3 of them. So I decided to take this yellow dude's med pen instead. Successful in doing so. Back to full health. Thank you very much. Now we have some time to look around at what they are carrying. So some of them had, alright, I mean, handy to them is that they actually went the effort to look coordinated. All their armor is, all white, all yellow, all black. And here I am in a hodgepodge suit of armor, really like a bandit. In fact, I'm wearing the Star Kitten helmet. You can take a quick glimpse of it over here. I'm wearing the Star Kitten helmet just for the lols. And I decide, you know what, let's strip them and, just in case there really is a fourth guy, maybe it would be a good idea to look like the white suited dude. Just so that at a glance, they might think that I'm the friend. I mean, I'm not sure whether that would work. Halfway putting on the stuff, I decide against taking off my main suit of armor, because every time I do that, I forget that all my ammo is with it, and then I find myself holding a gun with no ammo. So I decide to just keep my main suit of armor, at least for now. But you'll see that looks like no one's coming. I put back on my backpack, no one's coming. It looks like we are relatively safe. The ship is ours. I'm not sure what I was going to do with it. It was an impromptu decision to board them. I was basically at the terminal calling my own ship. I saw that there was this guy looking around, and I just saw that, hey, he went into Hangar 7. I'm curious now. I wonder what ship did he bring with him. And he was the white suited beacon suit guy, right? He didn't put on his white armor yet at that point. So I went. So, oh my god, it's a Mercury Star Runner, it's MSR. And he left his ramp down. Now I got really curious. That's why I decided to board it. I really expected to be caught, but as we could have seen, I guess these guys are relatively new-ish. Otherwise, you never leave your ramp down, right? If you're in a party, if these 3 guys were in a party together, they would probably, you know, they can open and close the ship as long as they're in a party together, if I'm not mistaken. So they didn't have to leave the ramp down, but I guess for convenience sake, or maybe the party wasn't formed yet, whatever the case was, by then I was already on board. And even though the footage doesn't show it, I was actually on board for quite a while. I think it was a better part of close to 10 minutes on board, hiding in that little space, hoping not to be found, and they didn't find me. So yeah, basically nothing much to loot anymore. I've taken some of the armor just, you know, just because I could. I head for the bridge. We are no longer in Quantum. We have dropped out of Quantum. So for some reason they initiated a jump, aborted it halfway, started walking around, and that's when I opened the door and I saw the white suited guy, right? Followed by the black suited guy right next to him. The black suited guy, I think, had a weapon, but perhaps he was too stunned and he didn't manage to draw. I know I would have been, if I opened the door and I saw someone standing there shooting, I would have probably, you know, I would have probably peed my pants, and here I am being the bad guy and my blood is already pumping like crazy. And here we can see they were going to microtech. I'm not sure why, but I figured if that's where they are going, they might think that I might continue and they might meet me there. But at this point in time, I was quite certain they don't even know my name. Everything happened so quickly. I didn't talk in the chat. I didn't see them talking in the chat. So I think they probably just... I mean, good on them. They weren't salty or anything. I mean, this is part of the game, right? This happens. They weren't salty or anything. This has happened to me before. I've gotten off my ship just for someone to bump into someone and he rocket launches my ship for no reason other than for the fact that he was there, leaving me stranded on the planet. That has happened before. I've done box delivery missions where I parked my ship, went to grab the box, came back and the ship was like destroyed. Yeah, just because someone flew past and decided to take a pot shot at it. And you'll also notice that there was no crime stat because we are in the middle of nowhere. No one saw anything. And you didn't see anything means nothing happened, I guess. So here we go, jumping to Crusader. The mission is done. I've stolen the ship. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I don't know. Just going to Crusader simply because I want to keep some of the stuff that I looted because, you know, free stuff and all that, and it's sort of like a little trophy, right? So yeah, so I'm going to end this video here. We're going to try more boarding actions in the future, or maybe it's not really a boarding action, but this is a stowaway action come mutiny and come ship thief. So that's who I am now. I'm a ship thief in Star Citizen. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and please remember, never leave your ramp down, guys. Never leave your ramp down. Cheers.